everyone, welcome to my second YouTube video on this wonderful journey that I call my personal development, life coaching. Yeah, I honestly couldn't come up with any other words, but anyways, I wanted to talk about the 5 signs that show you that you do not love yourself as much as you thought you did. And the reason that I wanted to talk about this in particular today was because this was this was the last thing, okay, that I literally just learned this year, but it's one of the most important in order for us to fully, go full throttle into our personal development journey. Because a lot of the times we think that because we're doing the steps and we're doing all the things to, be a better person, go on to our personal development journey, we're bettering our relationships, right? Or so we think. And we think that because we're doing all that stuff, it's telling us that we love ourselves. But here's the thing. Reading, listening, and doing all the things doesn't actually make you move in a certain direction, right? It doesn't actually change things. You have to change things. We have to take what we've learned and put it into action. And that's a lot easier said than done, okay? Because I thought that through my 5-6 years of personal development, I truly loved myself. I was reading the books, listening to the podcasts, listening to the audiobooks. I was, consuming nothing but positive energy, positive content online. Anything that I was consuming was positive, and it was things that I genuinely enjoyed. So I thought, I loved myself. And then my mom hit me with the hard truth. She actually slapped me with it a little bit because that's how hard it was to really capture. But she pretty much asked me, well, not even that, she told me. She was like, Libby's, I really like that. You know what I really like about you? And I was like, what, Mom? And she was like, I love that you can literally just pick something up and do it right there and then. Like, if I ask you to do something, you pick it up and you do it right then and there. You don't even wait until later like most people. You don't procrastinate, you figure it out and you get it done. Let me tell you, that was the first and only time that I've ever heard anybody say that about me, because that is so not me. Especially not with myself. And so I told my mom that, and I was like, yo, that's not me. I feel like I just love doing things for other people, but when it comes to myself, I actually don't do that shit. I procrastinate to the mostest, right? And so she looked at me and she was like, do you know what that means? And so I'm like, I was like, yeah, I guess it means I don't care about myself as much as I care about other people. And then, boom, she said it. She was like, it means that you don't love yourself. What? I thought I loved myself. I thought that doing all of the things told me, signified, showed me that I loved myself. But here's the thing, it doesn't, okay? Nothing that you do will show you that you love yourself as much as putting yourself first in many different instances. So these are the 5 signs that I should have noticed that signified that I didn't love myself as much as I thought I did. So I want to share them with you now. Number 1, you hang around people that make you feel undervalued and underappreciated. Now, this, I'm gonna specifically talk about family, because this is a major pain point for a lot of people that I know and a lot of people that I've spoken to, and that is they hang around people that make them feel like shit. And it's not on purpose. It's like, oh, every time I go to a family party, my tia so-and-so is there, and then, or they're like, I don't know, I really want to hang out with my cousins and my friends, and my cousins and stuff, but they never seem to invite me anywhere, and I'm always there. Or, I don't understand why, so-and-so is so highly opinionated and is always coming to parties and bringing people down. Whatever the fuck the case may be, family is usually the number 1, people in your life that we feel the need to keep in our lives, no matter how negative, no matter how, disruptive they are to our life, we keep them there because we think that they're family. They're never gonna change. But let me tell you right now, and this is something that we all need to hear. Blood doesn't mean shit. Actions do. If you have family members that make you feel like shit, stop hanging out with them. If you have family members that you do shit for all the time and they just don't seem to do anything for you when you need it, cut them out. If you have family members that every single time you go to a family party, they have negative shit to say about you, cut them out. Don't go to the party. Why am I gonna worry? Why am I gonna stress about you if you're not stressing about me? That's a lack of self-love, because you're more worried about what other people are gonna think about you, said family, right? Rather than your own comfort. If it's super hard for you to cut away from the negativity because it happens to be coming from your parents or your siblings, minimize the time that you hang out with them. Stop hanging out with them every day. Hang out with them once a week, once every 2 weeks. Trust me that even if you tell them that the stuff that they're saying or doing makes you feel like crap and they do not stop, your silence will speak much louder than your words will. 100%. Number 2, you are giving your time away too freely. Your time and energy are very valuable commodities that we all have, okay? They're very expensive, okay? Energy and time, more expensive than money. And if you're giving it away too fucking freely by hanging, like doing things for other people, by being there when they need you, by babysitting all the time, you are literally not giving yourself the value that you deserve. You are not valuing yourself, and in turn, you're not gonna have people value you either. That's coming from a relationship standpoint, a family standpoint, a friendship standpoint. If you are always there for people, despite the fact that you have shit to do for yourself, you are going to carry this burden. It's everything is an energetic exchange, okay? Everything. So when you're consistently doing something for somebody because you want to be there, because you want to be appreciated by that person, there's some type of weight that you're leaving on there or that you're putting on them by doing these said actions. You are going into an energetic debt that they now owe you. And it's heavy, and you're gonna feel it, and you're gonna feel it every single time that they have a party and they don't invite you, that they go out and they don't invite you, that they have something happen to them and they don't tell you. Like, you're going to feel all of this remorse because you feel like you should have been the one that they asked, that they confided in, that they whatever, because you've been there for them all the time. But that's an energetic debt that you put on them. Nobody asked you for that. Okay, they ask you for a favor and then you attach that favor to an expectation of this amazing relationship that was never gonna happen because you didn't value yourself. Have you ever looked at the people in your life and you're like, wow, that person's kind of bitchy, but everybody wants to hang out with them and everybody wants to see what they like and what they don't like? It's because they value themselves. It's because they don't give a fuck about what anybody's saying or what anybody's doing. So stop giving your time so damn easily and your energy so damn easily to people that don't matter. Now, I'm not saying stop doing favors for your friends and your family, stop being there for people, no. But realize if you're being there for everybody else more than you're being there for you. Okay, especially if you're being there for people that don't value you and that honestly probably have never done anything for you, don't ever think of you, you know who those people are, and we choose not to see that. So cut that shit out and cut them out, now. Number 3, you're constantly dating people that just want to Netflix and chill, but want no commitment. Y'all, this for women is probably the hardest shit to hear because it was hella hard for me to hear and to understand and to go through. And here's the thing. Stop Netflixing and chilling with people that you possibly want to be in a relationship with, because the less they work for it, the less they value you. It's like everything. If you don't pay for a fucking gym membership, will you go to the gym? Probably not. If you're paying $40 to $200 for a gym membership, will you go? Yes, and I bet you anything, you'll for sure be there every single day if it was $200. That's with everything in life. The more expensive, the more you value yourself, the more harder it is for people to attain you, the more they will value and love you and just cherish you all in all, because you do that for yourself. Netflix and chill is a big no-no, okay? Because you know what happens with Netflix and chill? It goes straight into, boning and chilling. And let's be real, ain't nobody wanna be there unless they're ready to be there, okay? When you're having sex with someone, that is something extremely energetic, that like important. It's very important because you're exchanging energies, man. They're going in you, they're going through you, they're doing whatever the fuck, you know, and that's like an energetic exchange. I'm very into energy if you haven't paid attention already, and that's huge. Not only that, it's like if you want to be in a relationship with someone, you're not gonna get it by sleeping with them, point blank. I don't care who's told you what and how many stories from other people that have fucked people you've heard. Like, no, it's not gonna happen because it's so easy and it's there and you're there. Okay, if you really want to be in relationships with people, you need to value yourself. And I know this is gonna be the theme for the entire video, but you need to value yourself so much that like this motherfucker has to take you out on a date, you know? Or at least take you out somewhere that is not their house. Don't go to their house to meet them up for the first time, like, no. And do not think that by not having sex with them, they are not gonna like you. Trust me, that the mystery will definitely be haunting them and they will definitely be coming back. And if they don't, do next, like fuck it. Like you are too much of a gem to be waiting around for these mediocre motherfuckers to notice you. It's the reality of it. Tip from me that I was also in that position back in the day. I used to think that in order for men to like me, to value me, to like, you know, give me everything that I want as far as attention, it meant, you know, having sex with them, like right away. And if I didn't, then like, you know, they probably weren't gonna like me anymore. And yo, like that was too much. Like I put myself through way too much, like when I was going through that, when I was doing that, like fuck that shit, like for real. But, excuse me. When I met Hector, that was the first time that I completely was like, nope. And like, I kept that shit under lock and key for a solid 2 months, y'all. Like my husband was a man whore. Like he had never had a girlfriend before. He was 26 years old when I met him. Never had a girlfriend before in his life. Like, but messed around with lots of females. But you know what happened? I kept myself from having sex with someone because I had already made plans for my life and it didn't include a guy. Because like I was so tired of getting fucked over that I was just like, fuck it, like I'm living for myself now. And so when I met him, I literally just told him I wasn't gonna have sex with him and then I didn't have sex with him. But because I didn't care to have sex with him, we got to know each other so deeply within those 2 months. I left you know, to travel in Spain with a one-way ticket, and for 2 months we were, you know, having a long-distance relationship. After him not being in any relationships, and after me being in very disastrous ones. Did I even say that right? Disastrous relationships? Whatever. And yeah, after that, we fell in love. Like, it was just a thing. We allowed each other to really get to know who we were. We opened up deep places of our hearts and like of our everything, because what else were we to do if we weren't having sex but get to know each other? So yeah, stop Netflixing and chilling, ladies. This ain't the fucking Bachelor, okay? And even in the Bachelor, nobody fucking gets married there. So like, don't base your life off of that. Number 4. You don't keep up with your health, with your personal hygiene, with your workouts, with your movement, with whatever. This is especially important for your body, for your like subconscious, for everything. The more that you work on yourself, physically, mentally, spiritually, the more you will value who you are. The more you will see all of the amazing qualities that you have, and the more you will also feel a sense of accomplishment, a sense of just like being alive. Because the moment that you're moving your body, that you're eating healthy, you're feeling good. You know, you're keeping up with your personal hygiene. That's you taking care of yourself, y'all. Like, so I know a lot of us get lazy or whatever the fuck like the case may be, but take care of yourself. Move, walk outside, do some yoga, dance like nobody's fucking watching for 5, 10, 30 minutes. Like, move your body. Take a shower, put your makeup on if that's what makes you feel confident, or don't if that's what makes you feel confident. Do whatever makes you feel confident and take care of yourself. That was nice and short. Number 5, and this kind of goes based off of, you know, I think it was like number 3. You literally don't keep your promises to yourself. This is the most important. I know I mentioned it before in the video. I can't quite remember when I did and which point it was, but I did. And this is so important. Put yourself first. okay? If you want to do yoga before you hang out with your friends, do yoga before you hang out with your friends. If your friend is asking you to do something for the umpteenth time and they've never been there for you, first of all, they're not your friends. It's like a one-way relationship. It doesn't work that way. It's gotta be two-sided. And two, like, don't do it. Do the shit that you've gotta do for yourself. Put yourself first, and at every single point in your life, trust me, you will fucking love yourself for it in the long run. You are going to see that people are going to value you, that people are going to care for you, because all you're doing is caring for yourself. And when that happens, your fucking cup overflows and it moves on to the people that are around you. You know what happens? They start to value you and appreciate you too. So realize the shit that makes you happy, that makes you want to love yourself more, and do those first. Then take care of the people around you, because the moment that you take care of you first, you start to love your life so much that you start spreading that positivity everywhere you go. And now when you're doing things for people, you're doing them out of actual love and care and affection, and they don't carry this heavy debt. So do it for yourself, put yourself first. Now my tip before I let you guys go, I know this has been a pretty long video, but it's really important for me to like let these points out. I know a lot of people are going through it. I know I was. But my tip for you to get through this and to choose yourself first, it's really simple, honestly, and it's worked for me in every single aspect of my life. So I'm gonna share it with you right now. Ready? I always ask myself, by saying yes to that, what am I saying no to? Examples. By saying yes to hanging out with so-and-so, I'm saying no to working on my business, shooting YouTube videos, working out. By saying yes to this burger, I'm saying no to my health, to my goal body. By saying yes to watching TV, I'm saying no to my workouts. It can work for anything. So choose your battles. Ask yourself every day or every single time something comes up, by saying yes, what am I saying no to when it comes to me? Okay, you should be saying yes to you more than you're saying yes to anybody else, point blank. I hope that this video has served you some well. I know, like I said earlier, it was a little long, but it's something that we all need to hear. You know, you gotta love yourself in every aspect of the word, and by doing that, the whole world just starts to come together for you. Everything, you start to manifest the life of your dreams because you start to choose you, and that's all that God and the universe want. Our body is our temple. Take care of it, hone it, love it. I hope this video served you well. I hope it was informational, but if you want to know more tips or more signs, or if you just want to chat about this specific topic, go ahead and leave your comments down below. I am going to be, checking in and responding to you all. I am super excited for what's to come with this channel, and I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, I catch you guys next week. Love you.